Arcadia, we can effectuate change. You know, I came to Arcadia because when my father had died, he wanted to make two things. He wanted me to do two things. He wanted me to make sure that my mother was taken care of because he died prematurely. And he wanted to make sure that I lived in a city where I could raise my family. So we picked Arcadia because we felt that this was the place that was going to give us the security, the love, and the care that we needed. However, an overwhelming number of people that I speak to say they are very, very concerned about Arcadia. We live in the safest and the best city in all of California, and yet, we have a stabbing that just occurred recently to one of our children. We have 22 child molesters living in our city. As soon as it hits 8 o'clock, many of you will not leave your houses. You won't, because you're scared. We have streets that have no lights and no sidewalks. On my own street, on Wisteria, we have people that use our street to race up and down, drag race their cars. In our streets, Arcadia? No. Not at all. Not on our watch. The reason why I'm so excited for all of you is because by being here, you are sending a signal, not just to Arcadia, but to all of your cities. We need our views to be accessible. We want our thoughts to be accessible. We want to be able to walk on our streets at night and feel safe. We don't want our children or our parents to walk and feel like they're going to be robbed and stabbed. If you do a study on the city of Arcadia, we have a wonderful city. We have an IMAX theater, for those of you guys that don't know. We have a mini IMAX theater. We have a racetrack. We have a mega mall. We have API 10 schools. If it could be any better, it would, but it can't. We maxed out in terms of being the best, all 10s across the board. We have million-dollar homes, multi-million-dollar individuals that live here, and yet we are very concerned. And the reason why we are concerned is because our views are not accessible to the city council, and it's time. In your own city, it's time as well. For those of you that make this into an Asian American race, I would implore you to stop that. Mike Canciotti back there was very, very kind. He's the mayor of South Pasadena, and you know, when I first met him, one of the things that I was concerned with were the massage parlors throughout San Gabriel Valley. I said to him that I was representing someone that was abused. She had worked for 2 months without pay, and she began to bleed vaginally. It was horrible. And what ended up happening was she bled on the street corner when she got fired and asked for her pay, and they said no. When I told that to Councilman Canciotti, he didn't look at me and say, wow, hey, well, that's an Asian problem, you know, and that's not my problem. He said to me, is there anything I can do? This is the concern that I have running. This is not, the issues that face all of us here are not Asian issues. For those of you that are scared to walk on the street at night, it's not an Asian issue. It's not a white issue. It's all of our issues. For those of you that want a better place to raise your children, it's not a cultural issue. Everybody cares. For those of you that want your parents to come as seniors, and you want them to be able to have transportation, you want them to have reduced meals at lunch, that's not a cultural issue. So I'm excited for all of you because you have a job much bigger than mine, because you are going to spread the word. You're going to spread the word that there's a change going on in the city of Arcadia. Every person that you speak to, they're going to ask, who is this guy? Look at him. Why would he want to? You could say all the right things. Oh, he's a prosecutor. He used to be out there. He's endorsed by Lee Baca, etc. But let me tell you, I want you guys to look in my eyes because I want everybody else to look in your eyes and to be able to say, I feel change and I want change in my city and I'm excited. And with every one of your eyes, I want you to spread care and love throughout the city, because that's the only way we're going to effectuate change. That is the only way we are going to unite different groups. Therefore, I'm excited to announce that we will be running for Arcadia City Council, and I wanted to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you.